it's a palpable feeling right now because change is in the air.
After more than 2 years of work, some grassroots advocates from the Metro Vancouver area will be sitting down with the province's education minister. Among those is Markel Simpson, who says BC is more than ready for Canadian Black history.
What alludes to any Canadian Black history currently in the provincial curriculum is centered around the transatlantic slave trade and the Underground Railroad. And so for a lot of people of African descent, we contest that in fact isn't even Canadian Black history. That isn't so much Black history, but that's colonial history.
During a meeting in 2020, the BC School Trustees Association passed a motion asking for curriculum that would include contributions of Black Canadians and a recognition of the adverse effects of policies and racism on Black Canadians. Simpson says this came after a petition launched by the BC Community Alliance.
Here in BC in particular, it's astounding, right? The very first governor of BC was of African descent. One of the first council people in Victoria was of African descent. So there's a rich history and there's a lot of present day accomplishments and things to look forward to.
He says he hopes there will also be a discussion about expanding the curriculum to more grades.
If people are young enough to experience racism, they're definitely young enough to learn about it. But outside of racism, I think there's so much more to learn about the Black community and the contributions throughout history. So I'd like for the educators to come to those final conclusions on what and how should be implemented.
He says he wants a firm commitment from the provincial government on a timeline. That will be shared in a memorandum of understanding to be presented to the province at the Monday meeting.
It's been formulated out of the dialogues that we've been having. It outlines some of the shared goals that we've identified in conversation, and it outlines the next steps to building a roadmap and a timeline for the implementation of these subject matters in an effective way.
This is another meeting with another group coming up, and it follows on work that we've done through our anti-racism roundtables and work that is ongoing in the ministry to improve the content and the delivery of that content.
Now we're just hoping to get that firm commitment to next steps that is so important to go beyond conversation to now having permanent inclusion into the provincial curriculum.
In Vancouver, Ria Renouf, City News.